turn that off and come on in here. Where's your mother?
I'm right here. What's wrong?
Nothing's wrong. Come on. Something happened on the way home from work. Can't wait to tell you about it. It was fantastic. You won't believe this.
Well, come on, let's hear it.
What happened?
Okay, on the way home from work, as I'm passing the corner of Halsted and Grand, they're tearing down the Olsen building. Cops all over the place. They're about to set off about 87 tons of dynamite.
87 tons? That's a lot of dynamite, Dad.
We'll make it 50.
But the Olsen building is big.
Make it 60. Can I get on with this?
Go ahead, go ahead.
Okay, now, from where I was standing, I could see the whole building. I don't mean like this. I mean like this.
Like that.
That's right. Okay, now, it doesn't take a genius to know that any second, I'm gonna be picking stucco out of my nose for a month. Before I even had a chance to say, get your buns out of here, bam! There was an explosion. Bricks start flying everywhere.
Bricks? You said stucco before.
He was wrong. The Olsen building is made of bricks.
Was made of bricks.
No, it was stucco. I used to play there when they had the boys' club in the basement.
That's the Fremont building on Michigan.
No, the Fremont building is on Halsted.
What's in Michigan?
Halsted.
Michigan, Lord.
I hate to admit it, but she's right, Mom. Come to my room, I'll prove it. I got a map.
Dad, finish the story. I'm listening.
Okay, there was this explosion. Bam! Bricks start flying everywhere.
Explosions don't go blam, they go boom.
They go blam.
Boom.
Blam.
Boom.
Blam. They go blam.
Boom.
Go blam.
Picnics in the park, kids in the car. Sunday's family day, get away. With family togetherness, and it's so good to know that we still count on us. Oh, we're family, we're made up of the lasting kind, so hard to find. We've got us when the way gets rough, and when we're caught between a rock and a hard place, it feels good to turn around and see a smiling face saying we can do it. Lean on me, I'll lean on you. We're strength to each other. Whatever it takes, we'll see it through. Oh, we're family together. Oh, we're family. What's your father listening to?
It's a new group, Electric Stench.
Oh, Count Basie is gonna turn over in his grave.
You know, Mom, that cassette belongs to Lauren and the lyrics are real dirty. She shouldn't be listening to that garbage.
Oh, so he's checking it out.
Yep.
Good for you, sweetheart. Hello? Oh, hi, John. How are you? Uh-huh. Yes, he's here. He wasn't? Has this happened before? I'm sorry, I didn't know. Okay, thanks for calling, John. Bye.
Something wrong?
That was John Harrington.
My vice principal.
Uh-huh. He said you weren't in school today.
Look, Mom, I can't...
Or Tuesday. Your father's gonna have a fit on you, and when he's finished, I'm gonna have another one.
I don't want Lauren listening to this trash. This stuff has me blushing. Of course, it's probably kind of hard to tell.
Dad, I didn't want to snitch on her, but I thought it was important.
You did the right thing. You know what your son did?
Oh, yes.
I should give him something.
You will.
What do you want, something to wear?
How about a good belt? Junior hasn't been in school for 2 days.
What? Well, what have you been doing?
Nothing. I've just been riding around with a couple guys, Dad.
Riding around with a couple of guys? That's how Jesse James got started.
Look, Mom, Dad, school is boring, okay?
Boring? Try talking to a high school dropout. Now, that's boring.
Hey, who needs to learn how to dissect a frog or who James Polk is or what's the capital of New Mexico?
As long as we are your parents, you do.
Perfect.
Gosh.
Oh, yeah, it's like that all day. I have fun with him.
Well, well, well. Look who's here. Huey, Dewey, and Godzilla. We'll finish talking about this later.
Talk about what later?
It's a family problem.
Well, I'm family. I was here long before you.
You were here long before Abe Lincoln.
Would you two put a sock in it, please?
Let them go, Mom. They're great. Come on, Aunt Rachel. Tell them something funny you saw Abe Lincoln do.
I think we better get back to the family problem. And from the look on Junior's face, I'd guess he's it.
Junior was just telling us how he likes to travel around with his friends.
Oh, that's fantastic, baby. Traveling is broadening for the mind.
In your case, it didn't stop there.
Anyway, you've got to see Tibet.
Man, now that sounds exciting.
I spent an unforgettable summer there with David. Or was it Roger?
Rachel, how could you forget? David was your husband.
Right. I went with Roger.
Lucky David.
Poor David passed away.
Lucky David.
Rachel, do they have girls in Tibet?
Not for you, they don't.
Enough about Tibet.
Portugal, honey, Portugal. There is nothing more romantic than watching the fishing boats sailing into the harbor at sunset.
Yeah.
She likes to be anywhere when the fleet's in.
I'm going to make hot chocolate. Anybody interested?
Sounds good to me.
Sounds good to me.
Me too.
Where are you going?
Hey, I happen to be in the hot chocolate.
You happen to be in the hot water.
Okay.
What's going on, Junior?
Nothing. I just missed a couple of classes. It's no big deal, Dad.
Well, we'll find out how big a deal it is tomorrow at 12:30 when you and I go see your vice principal.
It's not going to be necessary for the two of you to go down there.
All right, way to go, Dad.
It's going to be necessary for the three of us to go.
All right.
Oh, no.
Hold on, I'll find out. Hey, anybody got extra tickets for the hockey game Friday night?
Yeah, I do.
Jim Coyle does. Bye.
Beebs, maybe he wanted to buy my tickets.
Why didn't he call you?
Maybe he didn't have a phone.
Gee, I never thought of that.
Charlie, a necktie. What's the occasion?
I have to go to school.
You look pretty smart to me.
Well, Junior's going to meet us here. We have to go talk to his vice principal.
Ooh. Anything serious?
He's been cutting a few classes.
So what? In my school, the kids used to cut the vice principal.
In my school, if you cut class, Sister Mary Joseph would put a contract out on you. Hi, Dad. Hi, everybody. How you doing? You looking great. Thanks. Good to see you. It's been a long time, huh? Nice to see you, too.
Cut school, huh?
Thanks, Dad.
They're your friends. They're concerned about you.
Hey, you don't mind, do you? No, I guess not. Come on, guys. It's no big deal. I just missed a couple of days. Junior, whatever you do, don't quit.
Yeah, I thought about quitting once, but my dad talked me out of it. You can still see one of the scars right here.
Well, I did quit school.
You're kidding.
Oh, I went back. But, you know, I had to go to night school to finish.
Big mistake, huh, Beebs?
Big. It's very hard to catch up once you've fallen behind.
I hope you're listening.
Dad. So what'd you do, Milton?
Went out and saw the world. That's not all it's cracked up to be either.
Please, keep talking.
Well, the first thing I did is work my way to Spain on a freighter. And I mean work. I had to share a cabin with these two Polynesian girls who were supposed to help out. All they wanted to do was party.
Sounds terrible.
Yeah, I don't know how you stood it.
Yeah, look, we better go. We have to pick your mother up at school.
Oh, wait. It gets worse. When we got to Spain, me and those two girls, we had to live on the beach. It was terrible.
Yeah.
Come on, we're already late.
And if it wasn't that we had that one big sleeping bag, we all would have froze.
Sleeping bag?
Let's go. Thanks, Beeb. You're a big help. Kind of like the lookout on the Titanic.
So Junior's really kicked out of the band?
Just until his grades are up.
He's probably real bummed out.
Better bummed out than flunked out. I think he understands now where he'd be without an education.
You think he's really gonna settle down now, Mom?
We were pretty convincing.
You guys kind of ganged up on him, huh?
What are parents for?
That vice principal Hippo Harrington is a gang all by himself.
You guys got nicknames for all your teachers, huh?
Uh-huh. You want to hear yours?
No.
What letter does it start with?
He was cornered, and he knew it. He watched almost mesmerized as the trigger fingers of the two killers moved toward their final destiny. His boot knife was now all he had. How to sever the jugular veins. And so the little baby rabbit wiggled his fluffy tail.
Dinner's almost ready. Did I hear Charlie come in?
I don't think so. I would have recognized his hoof beats.
Now, Rachel, you shouldn't say things like that in front of Robert.
That's okay. I know she's only kidding.
Who told you that?
Good evening, loyal subjects.
Hi, sweetheart.
The king is home! The king is home!
Looks like one of the crocodiles got out of the world movie.
Well, well, if it isn't JoJo, the Wonder Buffalo.
All right, sweetheart, where's Junior?
Well, he had a lot of work to catch up on. Hopefully, he's at the library.
Huh, that'll be a first.
Charles, Diana told me about the problem with Junior. I'm glad you got it cleared up.
With all your talk about Portugal and Tibet, we're lucky he didn't hop a freighter.
Well, don't blame me. If you told me what was going on, I wouldn't have said anything.
Well, she has a good point, Charlie.
Yeah, she's got a good point, all right. She'd be great for duck hunting.
Hi, everybody. What's going on?
Oh, nothing. We were just talking about you.
Oh, not me. I was just listening about you.
Where have you been?
Well, I took a long, long walk, and I thought about all the things we've been talking about.
That's good.
You know, about how important education is in planning for a career. You guys are absolutely right.
He's a Richmond.
I'm very proud of you.
And I've also been thinking about what Aunt Rachel said, how travel can enrich your life. And I want to thank you for that advice.
Oh, sure, baby.
So I thought of a way of making you happy, Mom and Dad, and Aunt Rachel happy, and me happy all at the same time.
Well, what is it, sweetheart?
I've joined the Army.
You what?
So I went to the Army recruiting office and signed up today. I won't be going back to school.
You're joking, right?
I don't believe you.
Even I'm shocked, Junior.
Wow, my brother a soldier.
That was totally stupid, Junior.
Rambo, Richmond.
Sit down. It's not like that, little bro. The Army gives you great training, neat uniforms. They send you all over the world. You know, you've seen the commercials.
Junior, what are you talking about?
What?
You're not going to a party? Soldiers get killed.
Why would you do something like this?
Look, I think it's the right thing to do.
The Army might be the right thing to do for some guys, but not just because you're bored with school.
Dad, I'm 18 years old. I'm a man. I'm old enough to make my own decisions.
Well, you're acting like you have the brains of a 15-year-old.
Thanks a lot.
I'll make that a 9-year-old.
Thanks a lot.
Why didn't you just come to us and talk to us about it?
Okay. What would you have said?
Well, we would have talked, and you would have listened, and you would have talked, and we would have listened.
Right, and then you would have said no. Look, this is gonna be fun. It's an adventure. It's a chance to do something besides sit in a stupid classroom all day.
You mean the way Mom does? Nice shot, soldier. Right in the heart.
Sweetheart, can I talk to Junior alone, please?
Maybe you can do something with it.
Come on, Robert. We'll go play a game.
Oh, great. We can play torpedo and battleship.
But I know which part you're gonna play. Junior, there are two things I want to say to you. One, I love you, and two, you're a jerk. It's stupid to just run and join the Army just because you're bored with school.
Wait a second. You joined the Army when you were young.
I finished school first.
So I'll finish later.
Besides, I couldn't afford to go to college.
I'm not too sure I want to go to college. All I know is I have to get away from school. And the Army is the best place for me.
Okay, well, if you aren't successful in the Army, then where are you gonna run to? Good night, soldier. You all right?
I suppose. Just couldn't sleep.
Me neither. I wonder why people always drink milk when they can't sleep. I wonder what cows drink when they can't sleep. Sorry, sweet. I thought maybe a little cheering up was in order.
Well, thanks for trying, honey, but this thing with Junior has really got me down.
How did we ever get a son who was so stubborn and opinionated? Right.
Look, does he realize what he's doing to himself? How can he not finish school?
Come on, calm down, will you, sweetheart?
Look, education is the one thing that's gonna get him through. He's gotta go out into the world and put a roof over his own head. He's gotta support his own family. He's gotta put his own children through school. It's rough out here, and even worse without an education. And he wants to throw it all out the window.
You're acting like it's your fault.
Well, whose is it? I'm supposed to motivate kids, leave them wanting more education, starving for it, craving it. I can't motivate my own son.
Look, we're gonna get through this too, baby. We've been through tougher times before.
Name one.
Like the time Lauren had pneumonia.
That was different.
Well, what about the time we thought Robert was lost? Okay. Well, how about the time the cleaners lost my golf pants?
Thanks, Charlie.
You guys couldn't sleep either, huh?
No.
Listen, I didn't mean to upset you, but I really think that I did the right thing, and I hope you understand.
We're trying, but it's not easy.
Remember, you were the ones who taught me to be independent and make my own choices. And I just made one, a big one.
I'll say.
And right or wrong, I kind of hoped you'd be more supportive.
Junior, this is gonna take some time.
Well, will you guys at least come down to the swearing-in ceremony tomorrow?
Hold it. Did the general just hear the private say that he hasn't been sworn in yet?
Yeah.
You mean you're not officially in?
Not until he raises his right hand and says, I do.
Well, wait a minute. Sit down, sit down. We got some more talking to do.
Oh, no.
Yes.
We got a lot more to say to you. You better believe that, young man.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, the first thing we want to say to you is you start.
Junior, right now, your education is the most important thing.
You said that already, Mom.
Okay, the Army may be the best place for some young men, but not for you.
And you said that, too. Well, look, if there's nothing else, I have to be up real early. Good night. Good night, Pop.
Well, how about another glass of milk?
Make it a double.
Junior,
What are you doing up?
I was just thinking. Junior, when you go in the Army, how long are you in for?
About 3 years.
Oh, boy, that's a long time. Junior,
What?
when you go in the Army, you'll be home every night for dinner, won't you?
No, little bro. I won't be living at home.
You mean you're not gonna come home at all?
Yeah. On weekends or holidays.
Then who'll play with me?
Robert, you got your friends.
No, I don't mean that. I mean, who's gonna show me stuff? How to throw a curveball, play the guitar, build model airplane.
You'll be all right.
Oh, I won't.
Sure you will.
Oh, I won't.
Robert, look at this room. You have all this room to yourself.
I don't want it to be by myself. I want to be with you, big brother.
Come on, little bro. I don't want you to be sad.
I'm not sad. I'll join the Army and be a soldier like you.
Wait, whatever happened to becoming a doctor and helping people out, saving lives, remember?
I want to do whatever you do.
You know I love you, little bro. But you gotta stop being sad, okay? You're the only one in the family who's behaving like this. Now, come on, cut it out.
I hope
hope you're happy. I really do. You've disrupted this whole family with your stupid plan to join the Army and go off and see the world. You've made Mom unhappy, you've made Dad unhappy, and you've even made Aunt Rachel unhappy. And look, Robert is almost in tears, but not me. If you think for 1 second that I'm the least bit upset about this, you're wrong, because I'm not, so there. I'm really gonna miss you, Junior.
Are you sleepy yet?
I'm getting there.
Well, you better hurry up because it's almost time to get up.
What all are you doing up?
Well, I just had a summit meeting with my brother and sister, and it appears for some strange reason that these kids look up to me. See, they made me realize that I just heard what you were saying, but I wasn't really listening. And now I'm not too sure what to do.
Well, Junior, all we've been trying to say is finish your education first. Then if you want to join the Army and make a career for yourself, we're with you all the way.
That's right. But if you're doing it just to get out of school, it's a big waste.
You know something? I think maybe I've known that all along, but I just didn't want to admit it. So if it won't make all of you too unhappy, I think I'll just stay in school.
Oh, I'm really happy about this decision, baby.
I am too, Mama.
Welcome home, soldier.
Thanks, Mom.
I haven't felt this good since the cleaners found my golf pants.
Where's the milk?
There isn't any. Thanks to Junior, we drank it all.
Can't you eat cereal without milk?
I'll try, but it'll be very noisy.
Morning, everybody.
Morning. If you were in the Army for the last 4 hours, you would have been pounding, pushing, sifting, scrubbing, and scraping.
Well, where's my uniform? I do that every morning.
Not with 48 guys, I hope.
I've got it.
You can say that again.
Junior, what about me? I heard the Marines are looking for a few good men.
Look who's here.
Hi, I'm Rachel.
Good morning,
Hi,
Rachel.
babies.
What are you doing here? Grazing?
Put your head back in the trough and keep slurping. Honey, I picked up these long johns for you. It gets awful cold in those barracks, trust me.
Thanks, Aunt Rachel, but I won't be needing them. I'm not going to the Army.
Oh, I'm so glad, baby. I'm so glad you listened to your mama and your dad.
That was very nice of you, Rachel.
Did he mean that?
I would not have said it if I didn't mean it.
Well, let's seal it with a kiss.
Why not? I've had my shots.
Thank you.
I'm so hungry.